Hello everybody, Spiderrichard here, and in today's video I am very excited because guess what? As most of you may know, or well, anyone who's watching the channel, who watches the videos, may know, I have a lot of difficulty with my laptop, my MacBook Pro, and my streaming. Every time when I do a stream I get to about the 2-hour mark and then the MacBook starts to go, I can't handle this! And then it starts dying and things get a little hectic. So what I've done is I have bought myself, my girlfriend and I have bought ourselves a streaming PC! All the gear back there that you see. And in this video today I'm going to be talking about the bits that are here, the bits that I forgot, that I made a mistake and did something stupid when I was buying. And I'm going to be just putting them together, and hopefully by the end of it we should have a PC, which should make streams a hell of a lot better. So anyway, let's get on with it. So guys, this is my first ever PC build, and what we have here are the components which I've chose to build a dedicated streaming PC. Now a dedicated streaming PC is a PC that you use to, so you've got two PCs if you're a PC gamer. I'm a console gamer, so that's why I just need a dedicated streaming PC. What most streamers will do is they will have their PC that they play their games on, and they will have a PC which handles all the streaming stuff like OBS, and then uploading it to the internet and all that magic later on. So anyway, this is the stuff we're going to be using to build our dedicated streaming PC. We'll went for some parts that are maybe a bit higher end and a bit more expensive than the normal streaming PCs, than a streaming PC that you can make. But the reason we've done that is because later on, hopefully, I want to use this PC to game on. So like, I'm leaving room, wiggle room. You can't build a streaming PC, just a dedicated streaming PC, a lot cheaper than what I've done here. So let's have a look at some of the parts that I've got. First of all, the beast! I have got a Silent Base 800 case. This is an absolute monster, and I paid a little bit extra for this one because it's got the cool little window on the side, and I decided to go with the orange look because, who doesn't love orange? One of the best things about this case is there is plenty of room for air to circulate, and means that you will keep your PC nice and cool even if you're running a lot of the high-end stuff. So I bought this case off Amazon for a whopping £122, I want to say. And this model has nothing but fantastic reviews, so that's why I've decided to go with this, because there is plenty of room inside. It's a nice big one, there's loads of room to expand, so later on we can do like a gaming PC, like whack graphics cards and stuff in there if we want to. Oh yeah, something else I forgot to mention, we're building a streaming PC, so we don't need a couple of things that a normal gaming PC will need, like a graphics card. So that is the case that I am using. It's a monster! ASUS. Next up we have the motherboard. And for this one I have chosen the, how do you pronounce that? Is it ASUS, ASUS, or ASUS? Don't think they call it ASUS, would they? So yeah, we've got the ASUS gaming motherboard B85 Pro Gamer. So I got this for £103 on Amazon. I bought everything pretty much on Amazon all at the same time. Once again, this product had nothing but fantastic reviews, and you can get a cheaper motherboard if you're building a dedicated streaming PC. But like I said, we want to expand later on in the future, so we're going to be using this one because it's got plenty of slots and lots of things you can do with it. As for the PSU, or the power supply, we have gone for the Be Quiet Pure Power 500 watt. Once again, like I said earlier on, we are making a dedicated streaming PC, so there's no reason why we would need a power thing that's this wattage. But for in the future, hopefully we want to turn this into a gaming PC, we have the option to put some different stuff in it. I got this mainly because it's the same model as the case. Like this streamer whose setup is very similar to this that I based this on, doesn't actually list what power supply they use, but this is the one that I managed to get. You can get cheaper ones, like I said, but we decided to go with this one because we like to be silent. And it also got amazing reviews, so why not? As for processor, we went for the Intel Core i5 processor. This is the i5 4460. We did want to go for the i7, but decided against it because the cost is like double the price of this one. And just for the purposes of like streaming and stuff, this one's going to do the job just fine. And I got this one for, I think it was £136, although I do not know. That's ballpark numbers right there. Or maybe it was 170. Can't quite remember. For our SSD drive, we picked the Sandisk 240GB. Now in this PC, we are not going to be needing a hard drive like a 2TB one or anything like that, because we do not have any games to save onto the hard drive, because we're playing on console and we're going to be streaming from our PC, and it's a dedicated streaming PC. We don't really need a a thing to store loads and loads of games on and stuff just yet. So that's why we've just got the SSD drive. This is going to hold the operating system and maybe a couple of games if we do fancy it. And because I'm an absolute idiot, I forgot to check that the RAM was ordered on the Prime service as well, which means that I've got all these items today so far, like next day delivery, but the RAM's not coming until Tuesday. So unfortunately, I will have to wait until Tuesday to tell you about the RAM. But at least until then, today we can put a few things together. And because this is my first PC build ever, of course I want to find out all the parts that I've not realised didn't come with the stuff and that I have to order, which hopefully should arrive by Tuesday as well. So anyway guys, let's get building a computer. Ah! Shit. Oh, my foot. Ow. God damn it. Are you ready? So like I said, I went for the one that was slightly a little bit more expensive just because it's got the lovely bit of glass in the side so you can see all the pretty parts inside. User manual. So, first thing we're going to do, install the motherboard. So this is the part I was looking for in the motherboard box, is the I/O shield. And what you need to do is you need to put this on first, because if you don't, and you put the motherboard in, you won't be able to put this on later. And you'll have to remove it and do the entire job again. And if you take a look on the back of the case, you can see this big opening here. Just about here, this little square one. This little rectangle one right here. You put that on the inside, like that. Got to make sure you do it the right way up as well. So that's the top. So that means you want the text up that way. So, text the correct way up. And it should just snap into place. There you go. Just like that. Yeah. So now that we've got the I/O plate in place, what we're going to do is we're going to install the Intel processor, the Intel Core i5 processor, into the motherboard and the heatsink. I'm going to do this for every single bit. So this is the processor. So this bit goes just under here, like here, and then put the heatsink on top of here, like here. Always make sure to read the instructions. Then when you put in the CPU in, you've always got to look for the little yellow triangle, little gold triangle on the bottom left-hand corner, and line it up with the little white dot on the motherboard. And there you go, the processor's in. So now we've got the processor and the heatsink installed, we are ready to install the motherboard in the case. Oh yeah, it's coming together. So like I said, I was rather stupid and forgot to order the RAM to be delivered today, so it's coming on Tuesday. But the RAM would go there, and now what I need to do is I need to put a screw in there, screw there, screw there, screw there, screw there, and screw there. And then should be able to install the power supply and hard drive, SSD drive, sorry. So guys, it has been about a week since I did the last video and the RAM has arrived and the PC is all set up. I'm sorry that I had to skip from the last part of the video. So as you can see, we've got the PC all set up here and it looks lovely. So here is the inside of the PC, and if you look up here, now something I want to point out at the very beginning of the last video, I accidentally plugged, you see this little deal here, this is the heatsink fan, this is the power for this fan, and I had it plugged into there, which is a CPU chassis fan power socket, I believe. I accidentally, well no, it's a chassis fan power socket, so I had it plugged into there, and really it should have been up there in the CPU thing. So that was a mistake I made last time. Also, here is the beautiful, let me just focus, here's the beautiful, beautiful RAM that I've got. I've got the HyperX DIMMR3, a bunch of numbers and stuff. I can't remember what it is right now because I don't have the packet in front of me, but I got the HyperX Fury RAM, 60 gigabytes, and for some reason the manufacturer decided that it's best to put it in, see this is slot 1, A1, this is A2, this is B1, and this is B2 here. And for some reason I've got to put the RAM in the second slot. Don't quite know why that is, but that's how that works. And you can also see that down here I have ran the power cables from the power source, which is the PSEU, which is right here. I've ran them out there through that little organizing slot there, and I've ran them through these little organizing slots as well, and ran them onto the motherboard. So I've connected everything up. So I've got all the USB stuff down here and all the little lights and LEDs, and I've got the 24-pin motherboard power and all the other connection thing, blah 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 there. What else have we got? I've also got the SSD drive installed just there on the top. I've took this out, put the SSD drive in, slotted it back in, and we've got all the cable management down there at the back. You can just see it poking out there. We've got all that at the back, and that's all hidden behind the other side of the PC. So it looks all very neat and tidy, and I absolutely love it. And I've actually done a couple of streams with this now, so I know that it works. I also installed the operating system. The operating system I'm using is Windows 10. And I've got that all set up. It took a little while for us to get used to how to actually set it up, but luckily the ASUS motherboard came with a very, very good, what's it called, BIOS or something like that. It's when you turn the computer on, you go to a screen which lets you choose which hard drive you want to boot up into, and it made installing the operating system very, very easy. So all in all, I had a lot of fun building this, and if you are thinking about building your own PC, it is not as hard as you think. I mean, I am a pretty dumb person, totally forgot, can't swear anymore. I'm a pretty dumb person, and I managed to do this like with ease. Only a couple of mistakes, but like I said, it was pretty easy. Like I just looked at the manual and just had to change a couple of things, and everything turned out okay. So yes, installed Windows 10 operating system on here. It was very easy. We've installed the RAM. I've also plugged in all the cables down here. Got a bit of terrible cable management going on with a bit of an elastic band here, so I should really sort that out. But for now, it all works. We've got ourselves a very, very old keyboard. God knows how old this one is. It sounds horrible. So we've got that. We've got a mouse. We're going to upgrade these later on. For now, the main thing we needed was the PC, and with the 16 gigabytes of RAM, the SSD drive, the awesome motherboard, and whatever else we had, we have got an awesome little setup. And I've streamed twice with this so far, and I've heard no complaints whatsoever. My old laptop used to go and make loads and loads of noise, and I couldn't stream with it whatsoever. Well, I could stream with it, but after about the 2-hour mark, it used to get a bit warm and stuff. This, no complaints whatsoever. And another awesome little thing I noticed, it's got this. If you press this here, that pops down, and it's got another 2 fans in there that keep the thing cool. So let's quickly power it on just to show you some awesome lights on the motherboard. So you flick the switch on, and there's a little switch on the back here. Flick that on, and then you can see there's an LED just down here. And if I turn it on at the top via this little button here, which has also got a lovely little orange LED in it, you see the motherboard all lights up, and the fans all start spinning. Fantastic. At night when it's really dark and stuff, the lights and LEDs look absolutely awesome. But anyway, there we go. That is my PC, guys, that I have built for my streaming. This is the dedicated stream PC. Thank you very, very much for watching. Leave some comments and let me know what you think. If you tried building one yourself, have you noticed something I've done wrong? Are you going to tell me how stupid I've been? Do you like the colour orange that I went for? I personally think it's lovely. So anyway, guys, thanks very much for watching the video. I'll catch you in another one. Bye!